Hi, this is Dr. Mahesh Naikes, Assistant Professor, Vedavati Government First Aid College, Hiriyu, Chitradurga District, Karnataka. In this video, I would like to give a summary of the prose, the portrait of a lady. This is written by one of the popular writers of India, Khushwant Singh. This prose is best known for or as one of the good writings of Khushwant Singh. Here he explains various interesting aspects of his grandmother. This prose narrates the relationship between the writer and his grandmother. Focus is given on her emotions, which are neglected by the family members. The writer's grandmother was old and wrinkled, but she was pretty when she was young. Her husband died and his portrait was hung in the drawing room. By looking at the portrait, one could guess that he was at least 100 years old when he died. And as the story progresses, we also come to know that this grandmother was short, fat, and slightly bent. Her face was full of wrinkles. She was seen in the house in white cloth and a rosary of beads, that is, we call as a japasara in Kannada language. Her lips constantly moved in inaudible prayer. The writer and his grandmother were good friends. He was living with her when his parents went to live in the city. She used to wake him up in the morning. She bathed him, dressed him, and got him ready for school. She kept on saying her morning prayers while doing all the things. The writer listened to the prayer because he loved her voice. After breakfast, they went to school. She carried several stale chapatis with her for the village dogs. The grandmother always went to the school with the writer because the school was attached to the temple. While the writer sat in the school, she sat in the temple reading the scriptures, the books about religion and God. When the writer's parents comfortably settled in the city, the grandmother and the writer went there. This was a turning point in their friendship. The grandmother and her grandson shared the same room. But she did not accompany him to the school as she did in the village. Here, the grandmother found no dogs to feed chapatis. But she found sparrows and started to feed them in the courtyard. As time passed, they saw less of each other. She became unhappy when she knew that her grandson, that is the writer, was not taught about God and the scriptures in the school. She could not understand the aspects like the law of gravity, Archimedes' principle, which were taught in the school to her grandson. She was disturbed a lot when her grandson told her that he was learning music in the school, because according to her, music was not a respectable thing to learn. When the writer joined university, he was given a separate room. Now the grandmother remained alone in the room which they both shared so far. She became very dull and spent most of her time sitting by her spinning wheel and chanting prayers. In the afternoon, she relaxed for a while to feed the sparrows. She enjoyed feeding sparrows very much. When the writer went abroad for higher studies, she was upset. She went to the railway station to leave him. Here also, she kept on praying and silently kissed his forehead. After 5 years, when the writer returned from abroad, she went to the railway station to receive him. For the writer, she looked the same as she was before 5 years. In the evening of the writer's arrival back home from abroad, some change came over the grandmother. She did not pray. She collected the women of the neighborhood and started to sing with a drum. The next morning, she fell ill. She knew that she was going to die within some hours. She used that time in saying her prayers and finally passed away. When the family members went in her room to take her body out for cremation, they were shocked. All over the veranda and in her room, thousands of sparrows sat scattered on the floor. They were not chirping. The writer's mother threw crumbs of bread for the sparrows as the grandmother did. But the sparrows did not eat the bread. When the grandmother's body carried away from home, the sparrows flew away silently. Thus, the text narrates the story of an old woman who found solace in the companionship of birds and animals. She tolerated all the emotional hardships of life quietly. Though she was given all the physical facilities, nobody worried about her emotional needs. The text advises the young readers to have concern about the aged people of the family and understand their feelings and emotions and act accordingly. One should not take the aged people of the family for granted. They too have their own wishes, longings, and needs. The other members of the family should never forget the sacrifice the aged people have made for the family when they were young. Thank you.